Diddy. You hear that name and you think, success.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the man is a straight-up icon.
From music, like, I'll Be Missing You, instant classics, to, like, Ciroc, fashion. He's done it all.
Yeah, he's become the definition of a mogul.
But recently, not exactly the same kind of headlines.
No, definitely not. This past year, it's been, well, a lot of serious allegations. Changes how you see his whole story.
That's what we're diving into today. I mean, you and I, we've both read the articles, seen the news.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to process, yeah. So maybe to even start making sense of it, we got to rewind.
Okay, yeah.
Diddy's journey from Harlem to, like, Hollywood, that's incredible on its own, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like, you read his early life, altar boy, played football, even went to Howard University for a bit.
I didn't know that about Howard.
Yeah. Makes you wonder, like, was this level of success kind of meant to be?
Well, I don't know about meant to be, but his ambition, that's clear from day one. But the thing is, the music industry, it's not just about talent, right?
Definitely not.
It's a system. Understanding how power works in that system, that's crucial here. Because Diddy, he's not just an artist. He's a brand, an employer.
Right, right.
His influence is huge. And that context, that matters a lot when we start looking at these charges against him.
So it's not just a singer facing accusations, it's someone who, within the industry, holds a lot of power.
Exactly. Adds a whole other layer to it, especially when you think about who these allegations are coming from, people who might have been in vulnerable positions.
You'd think with that level of success, nothing could touch him. But then 2023 hits, and, well...
everything changes. That's when the accusations really start coming out, and it escalates so fast.
It's wild. For years, it seemed like the music industry, it was like, immune to #MeToo, you know?
Like it was never gonna reach them.
Yeah, you had R. Kelly, Marilyn Manson, even Russell Simmons, right. Accusations happened, but did anything really change?
Right, and that's the question, isn't it? Why? Was it that whole rock star image?
Yeah.
The genius label that kind of shields these guys?
Oh, totally.
Or maybe race, celebrity, that factors into how the public reacts. But then you get to late 2023, Cassie Ventura files that lawsuit. That felt different.
Yeah, and it's interesting you say that because she's not just anyone, right? And those allegations, sexual assault, that's serious.
Very serious.
Even though they settled out of court.
It's like it opened the floodgates. More lawsuits, and the stories they told, it went back years.
And then, boom, federal investigation. Raids on Diddy's properties. Like something out of a movie, you know?
And it all leads to that indictment, September 2024. Racketeering, sex trafficking. Suddenly, we're not talking about personal stuff anymore.
This is organized crime territory we're talking about now.
Exactly. And then there's that surveillance footage. CNN got a hold of it. Diddy physically assaulting Ventura back in 2016 in a hotel.
I saw that. It's hard to watch knowing everything else.
It really shows you how power, especially that much of it, it can be a dangerous, dangerous thing.
So we've got this whole power dynamic thing, accusations going way back, an industry that, let's be honest, doesn't exactly have the best track record when it comes to holding powerful men accountable. But let's get into some of the specifics here. One lawsuit, it was from a former adult film star, and she alleges that Diddy's parties, they weren't just like industry hangouts, you know?
Yeah, and what really stands out in that lawsuit is how she describes this environment. It's like the lines get blurred, what's okay, what's not, it gets murky. And staying silent, that's almost expected. It's disturbing stuff.
And she says she was pressured into sexual acts. She even said, and this is a quote, "I didn't know it was going to turn into anything sexual."
Wow.
That line, it gets to you, you know?
It really does.
Yeah.
Because it makes you think, when there's that power imbalance, it can twist how you see things. What you think is acceptable, maybe it's not. And what's crazy is, in that lawsuit, she names some big names who were supposedly at these parties.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Beyonce,
Wow.
Busta Rhymes, even Diana Ross and her son.
Diana Ross. Hold on. Are we talking like Paris Hilton, Reverend Al Sharpton level guest list here? Because
That's the thing. It was that level.
If all those people were there, you got to wonder, was this like an open secret?
It makes you think, right? And look, we have to say, Diddy denies all of this, can't assume guilt. But at the same time, you can't ignore what this might be showing us. This environment, if it's true, it lines up with how abuse of power works. You feel pressured, you're scared to speak up, nobody wants to be the one to break the silence.
And it makes you wonder about everyone around these guys. If these accusations have been going on for years, who else knew? And who chose to just look away? Were journalists afraid to really dig in? Other artists? Did they stay quiet to protect themselves?
Those are the tough questions, aren't they? But we got to ask them. And honestly, what about us, the fans? We put celebrities up on these pedestals like they're untouchable. Separate the art from the artist, right?
Yeah.
But does that make us part of the problem? If we don't demand better, if we don't hold them accountable, it's something to really think about.
A lot to unpack, that's for sure. And what's crazy is, even with all of this going on, Diddy's music streams, they went up after his arrest.
That's wild.
Makes you wonder, will people even care if these accusations are true? Will the industry actually deal with this, or will it take, like, legal action to force them to change?
$1 million questions right there. And the thing is, this story, it's not over. Over 120 people, they're saying they're going to sue Diddy.
Sure.
This could be huge.
Yeah.
A real chance for the music industry to finally address what that activist Tiffany Red called it, the systemic issues of rape culture and misogyny that have been there for, well, forever.
She's not wrong. So we're wrapping up this deep dive, and we may not have all the answers, but I think we have a better sense of how complicated this is and what it could mean, not just for music, but for like how we think about power and accountability, period. This isn't just about Diddy, right? It's bigger than that. Hopefully this got everyone listening thinking, maybe even sparked some conversations that need to happen.